What I am going to say is shocking is that how no one is outraged. No one is doing all these things and we need to do this, and nobody goes and like, oh, we're going to bond together and protect these players. No, you know why they're not? Because it doesn't have anything to do with Caitlin Clark. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this isn't your first time. This is Raquel here with the Rah Rah Report. I hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, like, comment, as well as share so that you can see more of my content, or if you like the content. Before I get started today, I'm going to make a quick, brief explanation to where I was at. I've already explained to you guys in a post that my niece passed away unexpectedly, and it was such a difficult thing. It's such a difficult thing to get through. I've pretty much tried to record this probably like 6-7 times at this point, so I don't want to go into it. I just want to tell Latacius, I miss you. I will always miss you. I love you. I'm so sorry for the time wasted, because there is no way that I could have ever thought that you were not going to be here and be able to live out all your dreams. You were so young, gone way too soon, and I hope you know that I truly am going to miss you and love you, and sorry that this happened to you. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Today's video is to discuss what happened recently, where it shows that the Storm coaching staff is actually under investigation for mistreatment and bullying of players. So one of the things that I kept indicating the entire WNBA season is that there's all of this selective and fake outrage and activism that the WNBA intends to say that they are about and do. However, they tend to only pick and choose what they're going to be outraged about. And for the last season that just passed, it was all going to be anything that was going to make Caitlin Clark look bad, her fans, Fever fans, and different things of that nature. And the whole time I was yelling like, hey, I'm not saying that every single Caitlin fan is innocent and, you know, we don't have our biases, or we can't be a little bit, you know, silly, or, you know, sometimes you're a little petty. I can be petty. But the one thing that I said was, I kept saying that the league itself, the WNBA, has skeletons in its closet. There are several incidents where players have been bullied, harassed, mistreated, and it wasn't just suddenly this year, as a lot of the media in the WNBA, those who cover it, as the media and other outlets were covering it, as the players were covering it, and etc. You know, it was very weird because I kept saying it, and you guys would see me, if you guys don't follow me, my name is Soul, S-O-U-L, Beautiful Me on Twitter, and I would talk about this all the time, constantly, like, why do you guys keep trying to act like nothing else is indicated or happened prior to this season? And I remember when Tasha Cloud was like, this has been a safe haven in the WNBA, and I was like, I've been a fan of the WNBA for years, for most of my adult life, from my childhood, going to games and things like that. And I know for a fact that's a lie. And this is the craziest thing is that they continue and they push this lie, this narrative, in saying how, oh, this racism and this mistreatment and players feeling unsafe and all this stuff that was occurring with players and how horrible it was and things of that nature. Once again, I don't believe in players being able to should be harassed or racist remarks or people just being nasty and petty and things like that. Now, when you're constructive criticizing and doing that, that's part of the game. There will be people who are petty. I'm petty. What I'm saying is like just complete discrimination, racism, harassment. None of that should be a part of sports. Unfortunately, in this day and age, we all know it is, but it shouldn't be. So we can do better there. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was, it was that they pointed the finger solely at Caitlin Clark fans, the new fans. Caitlin, as opposed to giving her credit for the viewership, the interest in the league, the ticket sales, and all the things that was good, the jealousy of these women really focused in on trying to make it seem like anything associated with Caitlyn was going to be negative. And the league in itself, the WNBA, the Player Association, everything did it. And it was such a nasty agenda. And I've had videos where I said this, like, they're not being honest. I've said this several times in several videos, like, they're not being honest. But in this particular case, it turns out they're saying that the coach for the Seattle Storm, Noel, is bullying and harassing players, and it's under investigation. And it's not just one or two players, it's apparently quite a bit of players. So currently the actual Storm organization has a case against its coaching staff, and yet we're supposed to believe that there's not some weird members only, don't tell, shush type thing that's going on with the WNBA, as I had indicated. But the more important part about it is that the fact that a lot of this stuff has been hidden, a lot of these players have not been able to get their voices and things heard, and a lot of these incidents go unnoticed and are unknown. And until this year, which again, they were pushing these nasty narratives, trying to say it was only Caitlin Clark fans. Until this year, a lot of people just didn't speak on it. And those who did speak on it, they were basically shunned from the members only club. That was the inclusivity that they are with the WNBA, but they are exclusive, very much exclusive. And that's why they were like ran like a mean girls club, because here came Caitlin, you know, getting them attention that they desperately needed, but they didn't want the attention, or they weren't ready for the attention. But I don't think that it was just that. I don't think they wanted the attention, because bringing the attention to the league made them exposed to how bad, one, the league is ran, how bad and unprofessional the players, the media, the people covering it, the people that's a part of the organization, the coaching staffs, the franchises, their list went on and on and on. So this newest development is not shocking to me. What I am going to say is shocking is that how no one is outraged. No one is doing all these things and we need to do this, and nobody goes and like, oh, we're going to bond together and protect these players. No, you know why they're not? Because it doesn't have anything to do with Caitlin Clark. And the only reason why Caitlin Clark was the target is because they knew how good she was. She's straight and she's white. And in this type of league, they didn't like it. And I'm sorry, I sugarcoated it for a long period of time this season, but we've seen it firsthand what this really was. And it was not good. It was disgusting behavior, beyond disgusting behavior. So with that being said, I just wanted you guys to know, once again, those of us who had reasonable and sense were saying, like, this is why we were like, why are you guys trying to pretend like it's just these horrible Fever fans and all this other different stuff, yet you guys continue to show that you guys will not stand up for all women. You guys will not stand up for most of these women. You will only stand up for these women if it meant throwing Caitlin Clark under the bus, simply because you were jealous, petty, and you knew that she was actually someone who transformed the women's game. And there wasn't anything outside of trying to do personal things to make her look bad. And in the end, as I indicated, she outclassed all of you and you guys look bad. So once again, I just want you guys to know that those of us who have been fans of the league for years, they're not shocked by this. I think the thing I'm most shocked by is the fact that literally you don't see all these people and players coming and speaking out and this and that. As I said that they didn't for many incidents previously either. They only spoke up or spoke out on Caitlin Clark all out of spite and jealousy. It's such disgust. And the league should be ashamed of itself. And in order for the WNBA to really grow and be better, as I said, they need to clean house. Get rid of a lot of those people who are covering inside this league and even might be players. Just calling it how I see it. Anyways, you guys, leave me your comments and your thoughts. I don't know if you guys have seen this story, but yeah, it's an actual true story. More importantly, are you guys surprised that they're not doing this fake selective outrage now? Shock. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you guys, if you haven't already done so, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Once again, the hypocrisy of the WNBA stands loud and clear. And once again, I was right. Tough. Peace.